Mykola Chichenko and his wife Ludmila have watched the invasion and the liberation of Kherson city from their 6th-floor balcony. They saw it all from here: the Russian withdrawal across the Dnipro, the destruction of the Antonivsky Bridge. But it was what they heard from here that will stay with them the longest. Their apartment overlooks one of the places where the Russians detained and tortured people. At night, they would struggle to tune out the sounds of the screaming from next door.
Слышно было отсюда, слышно все. Як они били их там.
И я не верила, что пришло такое время, что мы должны катовать друг друга.
The soldiers we were with hadn't been here before, so went into combat mode as they approached the entrance. With hundreds of Russian soldiers still in the city and official buildings mined, they were taking no chances. All day long, we could hear demining teams detonating explosives that the Russians had planted around the city. Also left behind evidence of destruction and looting. The Russian Z symbol painted on the door, and if you look inside, there's graffiti that reads, "Zelensky, we're coming." But if we move to the next garage, it looks like this is what was looted by the Russians from people's homes. We have washing machines, toilets, air conditioning units. When it was deemed safe for us, we followed a soldier whose call name was Anton, down some steps and inside.
Видишь? Ну, возможно, ноги мотали.
So Anton is just pointing out a few things about this room. The chairs are screwed onto the floor, and you can see they've used tape, obviously, to tape up people's ankles to the chair.
И смотри, стулья прикручены.
Yeah.
Стул прикручен к полу.
Here's why the chairs may have been secured. This device is a wind-up generator for charging old Soviet Army field phones, here used to electrocute detainees. When you're standing in a room like this and you think about what happened to your fellow Ukrainians in a room like this, how do you feel?
Лють. Фьюри. Фьюри.
Обичний армійський телефон TA-57, його по звуку знаю, я в армії служив, називається він TA-57.
When the Russians took over Kherson, they obtained a list of former military men. Vladimir Safonov's name was on that list. He was held and tortured in the facility for 2 months, one of the men in the screwed-down chair.
Армійський телефонний апарат. І він перероблений для тортур. 2 кліпси, які одягають на уші. Ну, мені одягали на уші. Знаю, що хлопцям, які були у мене в камері, помоложе, хлопці одягали ці кліпси не тільки на уші, а й на другі частини тіла.
На які?
Хлопцям одягали і на соски, і на мошонку.
Volodymyr was part of the underground partisan movement in Kherson. But there was another category of prisoner, the parents of serving soldiers. People like Vitaly Serdyuk. His son was away fighting, so they took Vitaly in his place and tortured him as though he was the younger man.
Снимай шорты. Подключаешь 2 электрода к яйцами, подключают. И динамо машины крутят. Волосы поднимаются дыбом. Все тело отпускают. потихонечку крутят, оно у тебя весь все это самое, ды-ды-ды-ды-ды, потом опять добавляют, потом опять отпускают.
As well as these two men, we've spoken to the families of other people who were inside the facility but have gone missing. According to the testimony we've gathered, a large number of prisoners were taken by the retreating Russian army to occupied areas. We don't know what's happened to them. We do know what happened to two other prisoners, though. Because back on the 6th floor balcony, unbeknownst to the Russians, Ludmila and Mykola were watching. And one evening, this is what they saw.
Там 2 трупа вони винесли були. Ну, выносили, я видел, выносили в одеяле.
Да, и я видела.
Да, выносили 2 в одеяле.
Мусор.
Кинули в мусор туда.
Да, да.
А потом на второй день проехала машина бортовая. Все это загрузила и вывезла.
Nothing can fully heal what was inflicted on the people of Kherson city. They saw, heard and felt terrible things. But now they're free to testify to those things. And that counts for something.